Ndị be anyị ekene m unu. Asị m ka ụbọchị nke taa mara na anyị mma. Asịkwa m ka echi ya zelu. Asị na ya dịrị anyị ncha niile na mma. Anyị bụ ndị na-azọ ka o esi wee dịrị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na mma, ka o esi wepụta na mkpụrụ ebe nke ọ nọ, na ka o esi wee dịrị anyị Igbo na mma, na anyị ga-adị ka echi na-echi ada agwụ agwụ. Mana anyị kwuru na-akọ ya dịrị ise ise ise. Ọ dịka o si dị na ya eje gbapụ ọsọ n'ife anyị were n'ụbọchị nke taa. Ife anyị were erika, mana anyị ga-ewere ya n'usoro anyị eje gbapụ ya ọsọ. O were ife anyị egosi unu n'iru akwụkwọ, maka anyị kwere unu nkwa na anyị ga na-adrọpụ update ọbụla bụ gbasatara maka Biafra freedom and any issue ọbụla na-aga between Biafra land to ụmụ Chineke, ka ha na-eweta the update. That is the primary aim. Anyị ada akọ na anyị ada eso okwu. Ife anyị na-eme bụ kwuo ife i chere gbasata maka ife nọ n'iru akwụkwọ. Ọ ife anyị na-eme. Anyị nwere onye anyị na-esere na ya, ọ nwere onye ọ na-esere anyị na anyị wa. Anyị ncha na-ebu n'ofu n'ala Igbo, and n'ime ihe na Biafra ya bịalide, and anyị ncha ga-abatakwa n'ime Biafra. Ise ise ise. Alright, gee ntị ka ịnụ ihe the master of prophet kwugasị gbasatakwara. Ịmana anyị gwara unu n'oge gara aga na anyị ga-adrọpụrụ the second part today ka anyị na-adrọpụ the second part. So gee ya bụ ife ka ịnụ ife master of prophet kwu. You can see here, you drop your own comment on the comment section below. Alright, over to you, sir.
Not use the name of Nnamdi Kanu in anything. You remember the beginning when this letter came, when this dynamic barrister Jimako brought this letter. Do you remember that all these Akpakaratingum, they were against the letter? Oh, how can Nnamdi Kanu, how can Onyendu write this letter? Onyendu, no, nobody should believe this letter. Nobody should believe this letter. They were pushing Simon Ekpa so that Simon Ekpa would not accept the letter. And when Simon Ekpa failed to do what Maazị Nnamdi Kanu said, so what they were doing is to revise psychology. They were trying to draw Simon Ekpa, Simon Ekpa batana their group of disobedient disciples. Now they are now in one place with Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa and DOS are now become the same thing, disobeying Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, disobeying others. So whatever good Simon Ekpa think that he's doing, that he want to do it now, let me tell you. Akaramesi, ebo neji Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ya wona ni makamesi, ebo neji Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ka anyị kụwashiwa, ka anyị kụwashiwa, ka anyị kụwashiwa, ka anyị kụwashiwa, ka onye ọbụla nọ n'ụlọ, ka anyị kụwashiwa. Yes, ọ dị mma. But ihe niile na-akụwashiwa n'ala nke anyị, n'ala anyị. Ụmụ nwanyị na-enweghị di, ụmụ nwanyị na ihe na-edefido ụmụ ha wana ha ga-eburu rice eche n'ime ahịa jere. So ha nọ sit at home for 1 week, ele ha ga-eri. Then mgbe ahụ anyị ahapụla ndị efulefu anyị kwesịrị ịta ahụhụ. Ya wụ na anyị na-eburu ihe jee bugara ndị iro anyị, ndị efulefu ndị iro anyị ga-ebugara ha n'ala ha. Nsogbu anọ, but ihe a niile during this, and let me tell you, I will never blame Simon Ekpa for here in sit at home. I will not blame him. I will blame Chike. Why should I blame Chike? For me, it doesn't make sense to blame Chike, because for me, it doesn't make sense to blame Simon Ekpa. If Chike obeyed his supreme commander, if Chike obeyed the code of conduct of IPOB, which himself he signed, if Chike obeyed Maazị Nnamdi Kanu from day one, there wouldn't have been Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa garano na eme gara. Nobody would have listened to him. If Chike respected Maazị Nnamdi Kanu from day one, nobody would have known about Simon Ekpa. Rather, Simon Ekpa would have Because Simon Ekpa is smart. Simon Ekpa saw an opportunity and he went for it. I know. Onye Igbo na-ele anya ebe ihe ga-eshi agaziri ya. Fine, I will not blame him. But Chikedoziem gave Simon Ekpa that opportunity. Ihe niile Simon Ekpa na-eme all because of Chikedoziem vegetable. Chikedoziem disrespected Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chikedoziem were in the command and control war ya n'ala. Code of conduct war ya n'ala. Were the office of onye ndu edere na akwụkwọ na code of conduct na onye ndu is the one leading this organization. Chikedoziem were war ya n'ala. Then what the hell do you think that Simon Ekpa should obey you? When you have already disobeyed the supreme commander, why do you think that Simon Ekpa should be taking orders? Even from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why you yourself has already disobeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What the hell do you think Simon Ekpa should even take order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why? Because okay, now they said I'm a member of IPOB. This week I will pay my monthly dues. Madam monthly dues bata this week. Okay, so no bata since the first. They said Simon Ekpa is not a member of IPOB. Okay, maybe he doesn't pay monthly dues. Maybe he doesn't make special offering in IPOB. Fine, it's okay. But you yourself that is a member of IPOB, you disrespected Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then what the hell? Somebody that is not a member of IPOB, why should you expect that person to obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why? Why do you expect Simon Ekpa to obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? When you, family writer, this idiot on a Biafran land, get then I Godfather na IPOB. So why do you expect Simon Ekpa to obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when you in DOS disrespect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Radio Biafra? Why do you expect Simon Ekpa to respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why? Because if you respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then somebody else disrespecting him, then you will say, oh no. It's just like you respect your father so much, and somebody disrespecting your father, you will not like it. Or you respect your husband. Somebody disrespecting your husband, you will not like it. If you're a woman, you call your husband stupid man, yeah man, woman rapper. When another woman insults your husband, you will not be offended. But when you cherish your husband, you respect your husband, if somebody disrespects your husband, but so tell me why. Give me one reason. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is my in-law. Okay? And as the Biafran spiritual leader, I am with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone. But tell me one reason Simon Ekpa should obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when Chikedoziem disrespect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When Chikedoziem has not done anything, any little pinch. Everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent to Chikedoziem didn't do it. So now, why would you expect that somebody that is outside the organization to obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Now, if you call that Simon Ekpa is infiltrator, what are you? You that is in the organization, not obeying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what are you? You are Sabo. You cannot call Simon Ekpa Sabo. Somebody that is outside the organization, you can't call him Sabo. You cannot call Simon Ekpa Sabo because Simon Ekpa has created his own organization, has a name. He said that this organization, he is the prime minister. Fine. So you cannot call him Sabo, but Chikedoziem can be called Sabo because you have a leader and you don't obey the command of that leader, and the leader sent a message through his trusted lawyer. You said, oh no. Even Kagagide lawyer Hubuye. Do you know that they are threatening Barrister Lawyer Jumako? That they want to actually Kaibuo Barrister Lawyer Jumako. Ali Bonabara. Do you know that DOS na asị na ha chọrọ ịga egbu Barrister Lawyer Jumako? Ndị Igbo, ala Igbo na-agba aghara. DOS under Chike Doziem ọkọkọ Lawyer Jumako ọ Chike Doziem na ha chọrọ igbu Chike Doziem, na ha chọrọ, ha na-ekwu na ha chọrọ ije egbu na ha chọrọ ije egbu Barrister Lawyer Jumako, because Barrister Lawyer Jumako jere wete letter Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dere. So are you telling me that when Maazị Nnamdi Kanu sent his lawyer a message, that the lawyer should not deliver the message? No. Barrister Lawyer Jumako, lawyer akaraka, lawyer kajara kaja, a lawyer that understands client and attorney privilege. Now, when it's possible, you might not send your relative a message, but you will send your lawyer a message, go and do this thing for me, go and deliver this message for me. So Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wrote something with his hand, aka karaka kajara kaja, were eji de ihe na akwụkwọ. Ihe ahụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dere, ka ihe that bullshit Moses dere edere na akwụkwọ iberibe ndị ọcha ji ri anya ọrụ. Ihe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dere na akwụkwọ, ihe o ji ọbara ya, ji aka ya dee ya from Asina Paul dere here from the island of Patmos, whatever bullshit that is. Ihe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dere na DSS is more valuable. Chike Doziem and Docha, we will not take that letter. That letter is a fraud. That letter is a fraud because the letter came from Barrister Lawyer Jumako, and it didn't come for this Agaracha, a Fule for Akpakaratingom lawyer. Because if it came through the Akpakaratingom, that means their side is still credible. But Maazị Nnamdi Kanu gave it to Barrister Lawyer Jumako, and they didn't like it. So, and not that they didn't like it, they know that that message is directly to Simon Ekpa to obey or stop using my name. But they didn't like that that message came from Barrister Lawyer Jumako. So they start fighting it, and they are fighting it to tell Simon Ekpa that that thing is not original. And when Simon Ekpa fell into their trap, now, hey, Chiaria, even this bullshit family writer said, oh, now Maazị Nnamdi Kanu has cancelled the sit at home. So you believe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wrote that letter? Day one, they didn't believe it. Day two, they didn't believe it. But when Simon Ekpa fell into their trap, then now the letter came from Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. But they have already threatened Barrister Lawyer Jumako. So they are threatening Barrister Lawyer Jumako that he shouldn't bring any letter. Even they said that, oh, Chineke. Simon Ekpa and Chike Doziem, who will you take? If you ask me Simon Ekpa and Chike Doziem, who do I take? I will take Simon Ekpa. At least he looks a little bit genuine. He knows what he wants. He has created his own group and he's there. But one thing that is remaining is obey Maazị Nnamdi Kanu or stop using his name. Chike Doziem is claiming to be working with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, but never. Even they have changed IPOB account worldwide, and they are sending bandits to be going after Nneanya. They are sending spies to be going after Nneanya, and now they have said that they're going to send a message to Barrister Lawyer Jumako. Why? Because Barrister Lawyer Jumako brought a message from Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know how many times Uburole, the Supreme Commander, sent a message through those Agaracha, that a Fulefu lawyer, the other Fulefu, or send a message? How many times was he Gajier, Chike Doziem, okay? Because that message. Now he thinks, why would you say the message Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is sending me to send I don't like it, and you will not deliver the message, that means you are not with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you are with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will obey his command. And finally, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has stepped up to the plate. It's just that, let me borrow the story the Christians told. I am not telling this story as if it really happened. Okay? So don't think I am giving legitimacy to the bullshit that they wrote in the Bible. They said that the Fulefu Wokana Buntuni Nogara Ibane change ego. Say, why are you using the house of my father as merchandise? Here, whatever, people share his. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that thing really didn't happen. That Wokana Buntuni never existed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, by giving this thing to Barrister Lawyer Jumako to tell Simon Ekpa, cancel sit at home if you are my disciple. If you don't, you are not my disciple. Simon Ekpa choose to say, no, I'm not going to cancel it. That means Simon Ekpa has made it clear he is not a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Clear. Because number one, he's now calling himself Prime Minister. So you cannot be a disciple when the person you said, I'm under this person, and you have already elevated yourself to the highest place, making yourself Prime Minister. So when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out of jail, so what would Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be? You are Prime Minister. So what would Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be? And you have already created your own group with name. So it means technically you are no longer in IPOB, and you have never been in IPOB. So now fine, you have your own group, which is a Biafran group, which you are the president of that group. So if you are giving orders in Nigeria, let it be in the name of I, Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, Biafran Liberation, whatever. Please, can somebody write me the abbreviation of the whatever Simon Ekpa has created? Is it BLM or BML? So I am that you are the Prime Minister of this group, and you are demanding orders to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, don't use my name again. Don't use my name. So now, if you're not using the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what are you going to tell Biafran people that you want? So you will tell Biafran people that you are Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister. Please, can somebody write me the name of the group of Simon Ekpa, please? Please, if you know his name, write me the name. Please, somebody derem aha group Simon Ekpa. I think BLM or BML, Biafran Liberation Front or Biafran Liberation Army. Please, I can't see it here. Can somebody write it? I want to quote it right. I don't want to, misquote that name. So, I have regard for Simon Ekpa. As the Biafran spiritual leader, I should be in the middle. My first priority is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, he commands the highest group in Biafran land, which is IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, if Simon Ekpa has created his own group, fine, he's also my brother. But Nnamdi Kanu or Nnamdi Oku Kanu said, don't use my name if you have created your own group. If you are my disciple, that means if you are under me, if you are with me, don't recall sit at home. If you are not with me, do not use my name again. Period. Let me make it clear to all of you. Simon Ekpa is not my enemy. I choose Simon Ekpa more than this Efulefu called Chikedozie. BML. Thank you. Chukwu gozie gị nwanne. Biko, group Simon Ekpa wo BML. Or the abbreviation, just like IPOB. This is the group, that is the name of the new organization of Simon Ekpa. So if you belong in that place, you are with Simon Ekpa, not with Nnamdi Kanu. Period. Now, it is Simon Ekpa, the head of this BML, will say, I am under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB. And Simon Ekpa said, I am the disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So that means I am under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if he's truly he's under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he should obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So that means both Simon Ekpa and everybody under this BML are now under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But Simon Ekpa didn't obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then he's different. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is different. And that is it. So for that reason, don't use the name of Nnamdi Kanu anymore, because you are not with him. Yeah, Biafran Liberation Army. Christopher, Chineke gozie mama. Ubuaka mpoya properly. Biafran Liberation Army. Ihe aha atonakwa moto. Biafran Liberation Army. I like Crimea. Omanama. Simon Ekpa, group Biafran Liberation Army. As a Biafran spiritual leader, I am happy. No be the motto. But if you are a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, no more sit at home. Because not that the sit at home are not effective. Because the sit at home is a toll on our people. It's taking lives of our people. Do you understand? I love the name, the group of Simon Ekpa, BLA, Biafran Liberation Army. I like Crimea. Otoro Oto, Okaraka, Okajarakaja. So now we have two different groups. And remember, if Chikedozie would have been under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if Chikedozie would have been Ike, please give me something to drink. Water, please. If Chikedozie did respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that would have been this Biafran Liberation Army, BLA. It couldn't have been. Oh my God, Chikedozie nyonile mamrelu that made Simon Ekpa. Don't bring the water there. Put it on something. Are you okay? And don't push this thing down. Move the other way. Okay, now. My goodness. Bring another glass. So, if Chikedozie, hello, I am being honest here. I am being honest. What I don't want to do is that I am showing favoritism. I am not. I'm being honest. If Chikedozie did obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from beginning, there wouldn't have been Simon Ekpa. And the people that joined Simon Ekpa wouldn't have joined Simon Ekpa. They would have remained with IPOB. That is the truth. So Chikedozie is the one that made Simon Ekpa to create whatever he has created. And that's the truth. And the whole people that have died in Biafran land wouldn't have died if Chikedozie obeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from beginning. Oh, sacrament. Thank you. Thank you. Now, if Chikedozie obeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, day one, from the day one, no bosimbo na the rendition. Just let's go back. Second week of the rendition, what did we have? Ojumofo said, Mazen Nandekano said, create Umeri account. And the Chike knowing that it's not true. Chike would have said, no, we will not create Umeri account till I will send a message to the Supreme Commander directly. Okay, by that time, we have only Ojumofo bringing message from Mazen Nandekano. But Chike has already gotten an information from Latrina McPeterson that Ojumofo, we are trying to create a document for Willy, Madam Oyibo, so that they can create Umeri account. If Chike Doziem were 100% with Mazen Nandekano, they wouldn't have been Simon Ekpa. They wouldn't have been na Biafran land. They wouldn't have been Umunani Eburu na Alibo. It wouldn't have been Gare na Rice in there Akpatashir na Alibo. It couldn't have happened. It's because of Chike Doziem didn't respect Mazen Nandekano. It's because of Chike Doziem didn't obey Mazen Nandekano. And the repercussion is what we are having today. Chike Doziem created Simon Ekpa. And Chike Doziem gave Simon Ekpa this latitude of whatever Simon Ekpa is doing today. And that is the truth. That's Nyawejoku. There is nothing else for you to say. If Chike Doziem obeyed Mazen Nandekano, we wouldn't have seen all these things that we are seeing today. There wouldn't have been Simon Ekpa. He created Biafran Liberation Army. Because there is nothing else for him to do. He has to do something. But now, as the Prime Minister of Biafran Liberation Army, if you said, okay, I want to be working with Mazen Nandekano. Mazen Nandekano said, if you are using my name, I have confirmed that message from two of my relatives, in-laws, that Nnamdi Ezebino, Nnamdi Kanu, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Supreme Commander of the Indigenous People of Biafra, wrote that letter. I have confirmed it. So if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu wrote those letters, said, Simon Ekpa, obey me or don't use my name. So that means Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has divorced Biafran Liberation Army. Said, you are not working for me. You are not working with me. So separated. Stop using my name. So from today, Simon Ekpa should be using this. I am the Prime Minister of the Biafran Liberation Army. But don't call Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Tell Nigerian government, I am the leader of the Biafran Liberation Army. Do this and do that, or maybe you organize a referendum or whatever, or organize an election. Anything you want to say. But don't use Nnamdi Kanu. Because when you use Nnamdi Kanu, okwu ga-enwe n'ugwu. Ogbenye na mgbọrọgwụ. Ogbenye na achị. When you said, I am Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, Biafran Liberation Army, it sounds heavy. But you believe by the Nigerian government, they will not listen to you. But okugi can we wait? We are there because our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, release him. Then okugi is. But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, don't use my name if you don't obey my command. That means there is only one commander, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Onyendu. So which Simon Ekpa Onyendu nde Biafran Liberation Army. Chike Doziem kono Onyendu nde akpakara tingom nde leadership. That is the fact. Because you cannot tell me that Nene is there doing everything that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said. Kanonta is there doing everything that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said. Barrister Lawyer Jumakon is there doing everything that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said. Hachief Ogbuefi every time Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'idere ego ha gbakọrọ ala bute ego amama ebe ndị Amerịka na-eji ebutechi ego ele ahịa Maazị Ejiasị mgbe ọbụla Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'idere ego ha eweta ego. All these people in America, they are under Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. ihe ọbụla Maazị Nnamdi Kanu gwara ha mee ka ha na-eme. So they obey Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Chike is there disrespecting Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, insulting Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, saying that the mother of Chike and his group, saying that mother of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu no ashawo, no motara my wife n'ikwa iko na Kanu nta na amụtara ya from outside. Na the family of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu was Sodom and Gomorrah. Ebe nwanyị na nwanyị ibe ha nwanyị na nwanyị ibe fa no na arụ onwe fa aka n'ike. Na the palace of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wee ebe anọ na-ata nwa. Chike and his group insulted Maazị Nnamdi Kanu for the past 8 months. Finally, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu said, don't engage Simon Ekpa because Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, mana Simon Ekpa is smarter than those Efulefu. Because Simon Ekpa will take advantage of them. No, what did they do? They traveled to Finland. And people were calling on the phone, congratulating people that were disrespecting the supreme commander of the indigenous people of Israel. So my flare fundem mado no na on a phone and jubilate na congratulating because they have gone to dance on top of Simon Ekpa's bed while supreme commander said do not engage Simon Ekpa or don't make him popular. Just leave him alone. Ignore him. No, we will not ignore Simon Ekpa. We must do it. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu said, leave IPOB finance in one place. No, we will not leave IPOB finance in one place. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu said, don't remove any other coordinator. No, we will remove all the coordinators. Then tell me whether you are better or you are worse than Simon Ekpa. To Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, Chike Doziem, tell me, are you better? Chineke, lotu mgbe tekwu ihe. In helping Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, is Chike Doziem better or Simon Ekpa better? You see, I am not supporting Chike Doziem, and I'm not also against Simon Ekpa. I'm being in the middle. I'm just telling you the way things are going, how these people are using the name of Nnamdi Kanu, doing things that's benefiting them. Now, the sit at home in Biafran land.
Alright, daalụ nne na ụmụ Chineke kunu si na-esere na ife anyị na-eme n'ilu akwụkwọ. Kwa gịnị kwa ka ị nwere ike ikwu gbasara maka ife master of prophet ikwu n'ilu akwụkwọ a? Kabakwara ka drop on the comment below. Once again, echefuna na ya bụ Eastern News 24 ebe anyị si na-wetara unu ozi a, ozi nke dị oke mkpa. Daalụ ụmụnne m, ka emesịa n'ụmụ Chineke.